Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Hallie, and today's video is going to be super fun because we're going to be making waffles. Before we start this video, make sure you subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, and let's get on to the video.
Hi everyone, today we're going to be making free waffles, and we're going to kind of show you how we do it, how we make it. We have a family of 6, and so we're just going to show you how we do it. So I actually created this recipe myself because we have certain dietary restrictions. We are a vegan family, except for we do eat honey, which you'll see we're using honey in this recipe. And we also, so we're vegan and gluten-free, and we have some other things that some of us can't eat. And so what I'm going to just explain a little bit how I figured out how to create a different recipe. So I use this cookbook. It's called Simply Fresh, and they have a waffle recipe in here. This is the waffle recipe that I originally took from, and then I just modified it until it worked for our family. So this actually uses wheat flour, but I'm going to be using gluten-free flour and almond flour. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that we are going to be using today when I show how to make the waffles. This is our favorite gluten-free flour. It's King Arthur brand. We get this at King Supers or Natural Grocers, and you actually can get a better deal if you order on Amazon. So we order, sometimes we get in person if we run out, but that is a cost-saving tip on gluten-free flour, is ordering from Amazon. It's about half the price on Amazon as it is in the store. And then we use almond flour. And this almond flour is actually from Natural Grocers. Costco also has great almond flour as well in 3-pound bags. And you can also order almond flour online or in the stores if you don't need this big of a bag. And then we're also going to use salt, a little bit of salt. We use almond milk and then honey. So it's a very simple recipe, simple ingredients, but it comes out really great. And the only thing I actually really measure in this recipe is the salt, because you don't want too much salt in waffles. Otherwise it tastes gross. But everything else I kind of just estimate as I put it in, so I can kind of show you as I'm going how I do that and how I kind of figure out what consistency and how much to put of each thing. And this is the waffle maker that we have. It's Dash brand, and it actually makes 4 big waffles, that's what we like, because when you have a big family, the really small waffle irons, it takes forever to make. So this is great because it makes 4 at a time. So we're gonna get started, and I'll just show you how to mix this together. The first part is the gluten-free flour. Now, if you just make it with gluten-free flour, it's really chewy and tough. So that's why we add the almond flour. It gives it a lighter texture. So we're gonna just dump in a bunch of gluten-free flour. Remember, we're making this for a family of 6, and we like to have leftovers. So if you don't need as much, you can, do less. Or you can just freeze the extras. And then I dump in almond flour, and I'm just gonna be using the rest of this bag. And then you kind of mix it together, and you wanna have a good consistency. So you want probably about half of each, and it makes a good blend. And then, like I said, I measure the salt. So in this case, I'll put 2 teaspoons of salt. In this big thing, this is a ½ teaspoon, so I'll be putting 4 of these in. But if you're doing a smaller, obviously you would do less salt. So if you're doing a smaller batch, you probably want to do 1 teaspoon. And you mix that together, and you want to mix that up really well so you don't get a lump of salt in a waffle. And all you do is you start adding some almond milk. And you can also use some almond milk and some water. It comes out good like that. But when we have enough almond milk here, I just use just almond milk. So basically I just pour it in, and I'll pour in a bunch and then add the honey, and then I'll mix it in to make a good consistency. You can also, if you don't want to use honey, like if you're trying to be fully vegan, then you can also use other sweeteners, such as there's agave syrup, maple syrup, or like organic cane sugar. So any of those. You can see I need more almond milk, so I'm gonna mix that in. And like I said, this is a really big batch, so it takes quite a bit of liquid to make it.
Yep.
So Brianna's gonna get me another almond milk because this wasn't a full almond milk. So then you just stir it, and you don't want it to be super thick, but you don't want it to be too thin either. You just want it like the right batter consistency. So you're just gonna pour it in, and then I'm gonna keep mixing. Keep mixing.
Looks good.
And my kids love these gluten-free waffles. Like I said, we freeze them. We make extra for breakfast, and we have them, you know, for dinners, and they just make a really, really great dinner or breakfast, and they're easy too, and they're a lot healthier than the store-bought waffles that have a lot of things added to them. So we just put them in the toaster. So we make them fresh. Obviously you can eat them right away, but then if you refrigerate them or freeze them, then you just have to put them in the toaster, and it just takes a little time to get them all mixed up and then get the right consistency, especially when I'm making like a big batch like this. And this will make quite a few waffles for us and last us most of the week. And like I said, you can always use some water. Sometimes if I run out of almond milk, I'll do part almond milk and part water, and they taste great too. And let's see. So it's just about ready. I think this is a good amount. So it's all stirred up. So we can show you what it kind of looks like. So it's not super thick, but it's not super thin. What we use one of these like soup ladles to spoon it into the waffle maker, and it works really well. So what we're gonna do, just open up our waffle iron, and then you just spoon it on there. And just like kind of put it on there. It covers everything, and over here on the sides, it's just like if you overfill it, it will just go into that section. And then once you have it on there, you just close it and wait for it. Then the green light will come on when it's done, and then you just, after one set is done, then you keep making them until it's all done. So these are all the waffles we made. This is 20 waffles. It makes it into, it's a square of 4.
And you can break them off.
And you can break them off. So we just go like this and break them off, or you can cut them, and then that's just individual waffle. And if you freeze them or put them in the fridge, then you can just put them in the toaster. We usually put it on about 3, and they make perfect waffles. And we're also going to share that the things that we like to have on them are things, some of us like peanut butter and honey, some like almond butter and honey, some like butter and maple syrup.
Also peanut butter and maple syrup.
Peanut butter and maple syrup, and sometimes we put jelly. So you can put lots of different things, lots of combinations on the waffles.
Okay guys, so we finished the waffles, or my mom finished the waffles.
So we made 28 waffles. So for our family, that will last us probably for several days this week because we use them for breakfast and my husband takes them to work, and we go through a lot of waffles. So
Yeah,
it will last us
They're really
probably
good.
3 or 4 days, and then I'll make another batch probably the middle or end of the week for us. And we plan to do more cooking videos in the future. So if I was gonna have you comment down below with what video you'd like. 2 ideas I had was our vegan macaroni and cheese or our scrambled tofu that we like to make for breakfast sometimes. Or if you have another idea, or if you want to see other breakfast ideas, other lunch ideas, or dinner ideas, just comment down below and let us know, and we'll make more cooking videos in the future.
Yeah, so just make sure to comment down below what you would like, and also subscribe down below. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure you subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, give us a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye!